at you live from Microsoft NYC.
Powered by Corktastic.
And sponsored by Ultimate Wireless LLC. It's Player One Crimson.
It's your boy, Sort of S Kid, bro. You don't know. Player 2.
Bubblegum Zombie Hunter, Player 3.
And it's the one and only hip-hop gamer, Hot 97, Logitech G, your Player 4. Let's get it popping.
And we're L.A.N Party.
Why is it every time he goes, it sounds so cool and I feel so foolish?
Yo, me too.
You know, he's outshining us right now.
I'll shine.
So literally, each of us messed up our intro, and then he did it perfectly twice in a row.
Yo, twice in you know the sad part is he don't realize that we're gonna keep that clip right, and we're gonna study it, and we're gonna repeat it
over and
every damn day.
So we can be on your level.
What? It's gonna be watch 5 weeks later. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Play One Crimson. Like, it's going to be. I'm telling you, I have rockets and air horns in the background. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So we have the hip hop gamer straight from Hot 97 every day. That's my word.
You know it, man. I'm blessed to be here. Thanks. You know, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Thanks for having me. But there's been a lot going on. Period. Just like in the gaming space. So I know there's a lot to talk about. So I'm very thankful and I'm very honored to be your Player 4. Let's get it popping.
We appreciate it. You were saying there's a lot going on. You want to get something off your chest? What's been bothering you? What's been?
Oh no, I mean nothing's bothering me. What I would say is I'm just very aware of the clarity of what's going on, and I just feel like I wish people could kind of like step away from themselves and actually watch what's happening. Like one of the famous Jay-Z lines was, you know, like when you standing back and you watching everybody do stuff, it's like this person's a fool and this person's a fool. It's like if you can't tell who is who, if you just watching these fools argue. And a lot of times we all play the role of a fool because we get engagement, you know, from a lot of negativity. And I feel like it's starting to damage the gaming industry because people see how big it is. And I feel like things get ruined when, like, money is great. Don't get me wrong. Money is great. But good money is great. Bad money isn't at any cost. And I feel like a lot of bad money is starting to circulate in the gaming industry. And the purity of the gaming industry is starting to get, you know, starting to disappear a bit. And that's why I feel like it's just the same thing that happened in hip hop. It's not even about anything anymore. Anybody can do it. And not everybody can. Like, that's what makes it special. Like, not everybody can play a violin. Like, not everybody can do not everybody can do podcasts like what y'all doing. And when it gets to a point where everybody just feel that they could just jump in and do whatever they want to do and find whatever they feel is success, I feel like it ruins it because the purity goes away. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the table.
That sounds like some real culture vultures over there.
Yeah, of course. You know, Damon Dash always speaks about that. You know what's so funny about you said about the culture vulture? I was there for all of it. Like I used to work in a mailroom from 2001 to 2014. So every record label, Def Jam, Rockefeller, Universal. Like I was there when the feds raided Murder Inc.
Really?
All of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was my job to know everyone because I had to make sure everybody had their mail. So it's funny that you said the culture vulture because, like, you know how they talk about being a fly on the wall?
Yeah.
I was a fly on the wall for too many things. I wish I wasn't even there. Like you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Ain't nothing to do with me.
Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with me.
My name is Bennett and I ain't in it.
Facts, man. So, but yeah, in the gaming industry, I just want to make sure that the purity remains true. And, you know, with my voice and my platform, I'm going to always challenge everything to make sure that what I love and what my grandmother taught me, you know, remains intact. Real talk.
Okay. So y'all heard it here first. Don't come over here with no fake energy because you will get checked.
Yep. Oh yeah.
At the door. I need some gatekeeping, just getting checked.
Yeah, and you'll get checked with love. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get checked with love. I'm not one of those type of dudes that be like, yo, you don't belong here because you don't do it my way. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, that's ignorant. My thing is, you know, if somebody comes into your house, I want you to feel like it's your home. But at the same time, you know, respect is, you know, always, you know, a requirement. You know what I'm saying? It's mandatory. And I feel like you don't want somebody to come in that have no knowledge or no passion for what you're building, and they just specifically tear it down to get whatever they can out of it, squeeze the life out of it, has no more value for you out. I'm just trying to preserve the trueness of what we do.
That was better than I anticipated. I'm kind of flabbergasted.
I'm just being honest, man. Yeah,
How
man. I know
impactful
we
was
got no
she?
video on, you know what I'm saying? But this is my grandma's right here. And she taught me how to play video games when I was 4 years old. So I've been playing games all my life. The very first game I ever played was Pac-Man on Atari 2600. But the game that made me a gamer was Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, Nintendo, you know what I'm saying, 8-bit. And but what I love about the reason why all this stuff really truly matters to me is my grandmother was always my champion. I never met my mother, you know what I'm saying? Like my real moms, I never met her. So and my father, love my father, he's a much better man today than, back then. But, my father was a real gangster, like for real. So I grew up around a lot of that negative energy. But my grandmother was the beacon, in my life. She was that light. So I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn, and growing up, I'm 36, but growing up in the 80s with crack on the corners and everything. My grandmother kept me in church and she kept me playing video games. So she taught me everything, like, playing Street Fighter. Her favorite game was Tomb Raider, Mortal Kombat. What was another game? I think Gyromite. Like, all these other old games that we would play together. And when you think back and you look back in hindsight, because it's 2020, when you look at how things happen in your life, my grandmother was my everything, my champion. I don't know what I would have done without her. So everywhere I go, I make sure she's like right here, because I want people to know that when you meet me, I'm a product of my grandma. So she gets all the credit. And I thank God for allowing me to even have her for as long as I had. So when we talk about gaming, my passion, my grandmother is the source of the passion that I have for gaming. So when I talk about it, it's not just because I love to play games. It made me who I am. So when I see things like the mass shootings and they talk about all these things, what I love to do is use myself as an example for someone that would try to stir up a BS excuse for something. Because people that have no answers are quick to blame. But when you're in a position of leadership, you're supposed to have answers. Problem is, even as a leader, you're still learning. And when you're honest with that, people that you're leading can actually help you instead of you turning it into a dictatorship. There's a difference. So to me, when it comes to like the whole mass shooting thing, the reason why you see those things happening is because there's a level of emotional immaturity that takes place, and it happens within all of us. But when you understand what it is, then you'll be able to attack it and be held accountable for the moves that you make and the decisions that you make. So I break it down to where, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, let's say you're in a relationship, and let's say a guy go out, get the girl flowers, try to do something nice, and then the girl's like, this was nice, but you could have did this or you could have did that. So now you feel like, you did all you could in the moment and that wasn't enough. So emotional immaturity, you could probably take that as, well, F this B or whatever, because she don't appreciate nothing. And then that's not going to help the situation, but it made you feel good for the moment because you was able to get back at her. And the problem is we spend so much time trying to get back at one another that we lose everything. So
lose ourselves.
Yeah, you lose yourself in the process. So the thing is, my grandmother, she allowed me to, develop into a person that understood what love was. And once I understood what love was, then I understood the answer to everything. Everything in life, like everything falls back to love. Problem is, people love things and not themselves. And when you love things, who you are is only as good as the thing you love. So the moment the thing you love don't have no value, you don't have no value, because that's what you predicate on. So when you love yourself and you value yourself, the more you work on that, you'll be able to actually impact the world. So it don't matter what they do. When they come around you, everything changes. That's why they say my energy is infectious, because that's the way I live my life.
I want to point out that if I ever make a mixtape, I'm still in that line. I don't even.
That's gonna be the title.
What? People love things and not themselves.
Yeah, man.
What?
And that's why you see mass shootings and things of that nature, because people love things and they don't love themselves. Because whoever you hurt is a reflection of your pain. Is you hurting yourself. Because I'm gonna say something. Not a lot of people say this, but Jane Elliott, this white lady, she's amazing. She said it. But you know how people talk about race, right?
Mhm.
So I gave this a lot of thought because it made a lot of sense to me. And chime in, let me know what y'all think. I know this is a gaming show, but it's all connected. It's
No,
all
but
connected.
listen,
Yeah.
it's one of the few times where we have a guest that's actually like this or spiritually aware of themselves and everything around them.
Yeah.
At such a high intellect. It's very
Well, thank you so much. man.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
So what happened is when it comes to the way people operate in gaming and just in everyday life, when you see people, what Jane Elliott was talking about when it came to race is that there's only one race. And I was like, yo, that makes sense because you grow up hearing things or whatever. But I was like, this makes sense because if you look at a dog, there's a whole lot of different types of dogs,
Yeah.
but it's still a dog. No matter how it look, what the color is, it's still a dog. If you look at a bird, there's different types of birds. The way they look, whatever.
Yeah,
it's still a
definitely
bird.
different types of birds.
So if you look at a human, you got people that Asian, black, white, like Hispanic, whatever you want to call it. We all tall, short, fat, skinny, like disabled, whatever it is. But you still a human. You know what I'm saying? And if you get cut, you gonna bleed. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all got eyes. Like, we're all the same, actually. And I feel like when you create a divide, then it's like, we cool, but if it come down to it, F you, because this is my side.
Yeah, these are my people.
This is my people.
Mhm.
Not realizing that we are all people. And the thing is, you can't judge a person based on what they become, because you got to ask them how they got there. And if you never walked this person's shoes, or you never got a chance to experience what their life was like,
Mhm.
how can you judge how to handle it? Because you don't know for yourself, because you probably didn't go through the things that they went through. So how can you judge? That's why judgment is left for God and God only, because he knows all and sees all, because he's the creator. Now think about this, right?
Right.
Now think about this, right? I got a few things to say, but y'all created this show, the L.A.N Party,
Yeah.
right? So y'all the creators of this, right? So y'all have certain things in place with what y'all created. He's so stupid. It's like, y'all have certain things in place that y'all created, right? So if someone comes in what y'all created and start trying to do things and change things and blah, 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 it's other stuff and everything, it's like, yo, like, what are you doing? You're ruining like what we built. So
he a good man because he getting more. He's giving us more words than needed because we were not saying that much. We're not saying that much.
But like it's very true. You're ruining all of this stuff.
Mhm.
So when you think about it from a standpoint of God, and God created something for all of us to have and share,
Mhm.
you will have people that become greedy and want to break the design of what things was for.
Mhm.
And then when you break the design, what happens? Chaos breaks out. And then now people taking sides, people hating, people doing all this other stuff. All for what? Like, so at the end of the day, the quickest way to destroy someone is a person destroying themselves. That's the quickest way you do it. So that's the sad part.
So I got a question then, right?
Yeah.
So, and this will be more tailored towards our first lady.
All right,
You know,
cool. Bubblegum
so-
in the building. Talking about
I'm sure
yeah.
more towards her, right? So you feel, with all that being said, do you feel as if, what do you find that people more prejudiced more within the gaming community? Is it more towards black people or more towards women?
Oh, that's a great question. You want to answer that first, or you want me to get it? Then you get it. I talked a lot. Let's hear from you, Bubblegum.
I feel like you got more.
But I got you
wisdom
on
than
that.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's hard because I'm black and a woman. So that's a very, very hard question and
You just
loaded
double
question.
down in the streets.
That's very, very loaded. It's hard to say because honestly, sadly, and y'all could correct me if you guys feel like I'm wrong, but I feel like in terms of number 1 through 4, like the top people is like male white streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Then I honestly feel like it's female white streamers.
That's a big fact.
Yeah, then I feel like it's black male streamers.
Actually, I don't see that. I think
Really?
I feel like other ethnicities get more shine than us, to be quite honest. I'll
Other
be
what?
quite frank.
Oh, well,
What?
I mean, I was just
Yeah.
right. For other Asians, of course, get a
What?
lot.
They get love.
But I think right here I do black and white, and I
Mhm.
do feel like it's black, and it's hard for women, and it's even harder if you're black. I don't know why, but we just get zero respect.
So I'm not a complaining type of person.
Mhm.
Like I look at a situation and I own it, I be it, I know it, and execute on it. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. So in 2008, true story, right? 2007, December 16th, 2007 was the first ever YouTube video I ever made, right? But prior to making this video, I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to be? And the first thing I thought of was how the world would accept me because, I was trying to fit in. Now, I never made this particular video. This is just me talking to myself. But immediately, I was trying to fit in, be professional, and all this other stuff. And then, God being who He is, God just hit me with something. He was like, "You've been gaming all your life. Your grandmother taught you this. You know what to do. Why you think about it? Just go do it." Like I really felt that message from God, right?
Mhm.
So I did a video, and when I looked at it, I was like, "Yo, I'm the best, man. This is crazy." Like I knew it. I immediately I knew it. And when I did that, I didn't think about what other people focus on. Meaning that, yeah, like if you black, you got a strike against you. If you black and you a woman, you got 2 strikes against you. I get all of that. But one thing I learned in life is I actually get excited for negativity now. I'm going to tell you why I get excited for negativity. Because there's this preacher, he's really cool. And he said, when you have, like, if you look at a negative and a positive, it's God allowing you to have power in a situation. So I'll give you an example. He broke it down in a scientific way. So I think it's when lightning strikes, when there's a thunderstorm or something, when lightning strikes, I think it's a negative current from the cloud and a positive current from the ground. And when it meets, it creates lightning. So anything that's negative that comes my way, it gives me the opportunity to have power, to be positive and have power and authority in the situation. So when I look at everything that comes against me, I was like, the reason why it's coming against me is because God already know I created something powerful for the world to see. I just have to be what I know and execute on what I feel and what I understand. So picture this. In 2008, I go to E3 for the first time. Shout out to Torrance Davis. He the one who gave me the opportunity to go. Now, I had a John Cena belt. I didn't even have my name on it. You know what I'm saying? It literally said John Cena. So I had a John Cena belt, no chain, nothing like that. It was just a belt.
Wait, there was a time where there was no chain?
Yeah, son, this is new actually. You know what I'm saying? This is new. So I came in the industry, right? Now, I went to I started seeing everybody, Adam Sessler, Greg Miller from IGN, or so. This is the first time we seen it. Like, I'm blown away. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? 2 main takeaways from me going to E3 that let me understand that if you give people power over you by what they do, you will never be able to make it, period. So when people say, well, on Twitch, this person gets more shine than them because, if you're going to complain, build your own Twitch. If not, and you're going to be a part of what they do, don't complain. Don't complain. Because I feel like too many people, they complain to create an excuse to not work. Period. I bring everything back to me. So many people want to talk about what other people do or don't do. It don't matter what they do. It's about what you doing. What's for you is for you. Nobody, no organization can take away what God has for you. But if you spend too much time and energy on what you don't got or what you don't like or what they do, blah, 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 you're never going to see the greatness in who you are. Period. So I don't complain about nothing. I just go out and do. The fact that I'm able to sit here and think about this, right? I'm the first person, black journalist, black gamer, to be able to bring Hot 97, one of the biggest iconic names in hip hop, and Logitech, one of the biggest tech brands in the world, together through me. And the only way it happened was because of me. Period. And you want to know why? Because there's another saying that I have, and it's called character is your currency. And the thing is, when you put value in who you are instead of what you have, everything starts to change. Because at the end of the day, when you look at, let's say we all going to the club, right? It's 5 of us in here. Let's say we all going to the club and we all got $100 in our pocket, not a penny more, not a penny less. But you know the owner of the club and y'all got a great relationship. And he see you like, yo, that's my man. Yo, bring him in. Who you got with you? All right, yo, yeah, come on in. Who you are was more valuable than what you had in your pocket in that moment. So I treat life the same way. So who I am is extremely rich. I'm wealthy all day, every day. So wherever I go, wherever I show up at, wherever I talk to, no matter what the situation is, it could be a negative thing you come at, it don't matter. When you into who I am, everything's changed because I got the power to do so. So when you have that framework, when you have that mindset, then I don't care if you don't put me on the front page of Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I got relationships, I got situations that's going to put me in the front page of the world. Beyond Twitch, beyond whatever. Because once I make an impact, everybody's going to feel it. And when you feel it, it never goes away. So that's the way that's my take on it.
That sound like
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, like
thank you, man. I appreciate
Yo, that just got me mad inspired, bro.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh, you got 14K followers? That's nice.
Music.
It don't matter how much followers you got.
Nah,
We
you
still
gotta-
lit.
You gotta play the Captain America theme song in the background.
But now what he's saying is true though, because like, how many times have we met people since we started L.A.N Party that we've seen on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and we're like, they're not that great when you finally meet them.
Yeah.
But then when they meet us, they're like, oh, you guys are mad cool. What do you do? Oh, we have a podcast. Hey, I want to be in the podcast. Like,
See? So my thing, the problem is I just, stop giving society so much credit. Like, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop giving society so much credit. Like, we used to do that with college. You know, you got to go to college. You got to go this. You got to go here because that's all a hustle too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people take things too much at face value instead of the actual core of the person or the situation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, I did an interview with Hugh Jackman, right? On Wolverine. So he, before we even started the interview, he was like, hip hop, yo, I gotta talk to you, bro. Like, I need a picture with you. Cause like my kids, they love games and like, I'm not cool, but you're cool. So I need a picture with you. Before we even started,
Wolverine saying like, I need a picture with you.
Y'all think I'm
Wolverine
bugging.
said, I'm not cool, you're cool.
Y'all think I'm bugging, right? I lost my mind. So I was like, yo, you know who you are, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
The Wolverine as I live and breathe.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm being honest, man. It's like you never know who's watching. You never know who, you're touching, who you're reaching with what you're doing. So I don't listen to what society says and all this other stuff, man. I just do what I know is right in my heart, in my soul, and check it out.
This is crazy. So I got huge everyone. I got it. But I need a photo. I need a photo. Oh my god, yo, wait, no, listen. You don't understand. My kids, I'm really embarrassing, annoying, strict, uncool. The fact I need to go today. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. So like,
He was like, the fact that I get a chance to take a picture with you today is making his day. And it's Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. You understand? So my thing is, I'm not on the front page of Twitch every day. I'm not on the front page of I'm not none of that. But it doesn't mean everything stops because you can't do it. Like I said, man, I don't live with excuses. I look at a situation, I analyze it, and I just go do, because my intent is always positive. My motive is always right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, God sees everything. So it don't matter what you do or say. That's why, you know how people be like, seeing is believing? That's BS. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna prove my point, right? Let's say, you got this girl, right? And let's say you grab her, shake her, and you throw her to the ground like you about to hurt her. Now, if that's all people saw, they about to do work to that dude. He about to get beat up. The girl's looking all innocent and everything. But what you didn't see is that this girl stabbed that kid's baby brother, and tried to kill him. And he took the girl off of the baby and threw her on the floor to protect the kid. But y'all didn't see that. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, when you are in tune with what God got for you, he's going to make sure that he's going to remove certain people from your life when you think they're supposed to be there. He's going to make everything happen to work in your favor. You just got to do your part. So my thing is, seeing is believing is bull, but faith is everything, period. So at the end of the day, when it comes to gaming and just everything that we do and trying to get far and our platforms or whatever it is, when you go about it the right way, things may look like it's wrong, but God is like, don't worry about it. I got your back. Just do your part. And when you do your part, you won't wake up one day and look back and be like, yo, this is what dude was talking about. That day at the LAN party when blah, blah, blah. Like 2 years later, something's going to happen. And you were like, wow, that's what he was talking about. So as long as you stay true to you and do your part, you allow God to do his.
You should be a preacher.
Yo, a lot of people was like, yo, I'm like, shout out to my man Lucky. A lot of people was like, yo, I'm gonna set up a TED talk for you or something like that.
Yes.
You got a
Preacher, motivational speaker, all it.
TED Talk.
Yeah, but I don't even take credit for it, man. I give all the credit to my grandma because God gave me my grandma and things that she was telling me I wasn't getting. Over time, I got it. So that's why I'm at where I'm at today. And when I tell you I have no fears, I have no worries, I'm the best at what I do. I'm blessed to be here, and there's so much more to come. It's gonna be crazy.
Real question for you.
Yeah, let's get it, B.
All right. You play Call of Duty, correct?
Of course. Come on, man. I play every Call of Duty, son. All of them.
I'm trying to see how good you got killing these zombies. Like, what's the longest?
Nazi zombies. All right, so I would probably say Call of Duty World at War when the Nazi zombies came out. I don't remember off the top of my head like how long I lasted. I know I couldn't stand the dogs. Like the dogs, yo, that was like a cheat code to me, man. I was like, yo, I couldn't stand the dogs when they came out. But Nazi zombies, man, when that first came around, I thought it was genius. I lasted pretty long though, because I just loved the mode. But I don't have no like definite stat off the top of my head.
So my real question is, would you ever be down for who could last longer, you or player 3 out of the match?
Oh yeah! Come on, B, you serious?
Listen.
I'm always down to back. Let me explain something to you. I don't care. You can be 5-6 years old. I'm gonna smoke you, son.
Oh my God.
I don't care. You heard it?
My name is Bubblegum Zombie Hunter.
That's her full name.
my
That's her full
name.
Yo, let's go.
She just threw down the gauntlet, bro.
Let's go.
That was the
Let's go.
gauntlet.
We with it.
My name is my name, and that's what I said.
Yup.
We with it. But
That's my name.
Here's what I like to do.
Okay.
Like, when it comes to fighting games, because it's 1-on-1 me against you.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? What fighting games like you real nice at or you real good at that you feel like you could put some money on? Like, what's up?
You told her how? You told her
You gotta talk
Everybody.
to
Everybody.
player
What's up?
one now.
Everybody, what up? What up?
All right, you want to be real about it?
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is a joint. So what I would say is, because I play so many games because I have to like review everything. So like right now, one of the main games I'm playing is Wolfenstein, Youngblood. Like that's what I'm playing right now. And I just finished the Division 2. So, but I'm always playing many different games. So I'm reviewing everything. But I can sharpen up my Smash Brothers skills, and then we could go at it with that. And
we could have a gaming triathlon. It could be
That's what I'm
hip hop
saying.
gamer versus LAN Party, one in each category.
Yeah.
Or triathlon.
we can do that, man. I'll smoke you. We play. We can play Pac-Man. We play Street Fighter. Then like just play
we play Mario Kart.
Oh, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
I'm lit in Mario Kart. Mario Kart. I got one of yours. Wait a minute. I got
For
one
the
of
people at home,
We lit in Mario Kart, son.
Ooh, baby.
That's my joint.
Y'all
I
too
love
hype.
Mario Kart. Love
Too
Mario
hype.
Kart.
Me too hype.
Like all of them, like Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, Team Sonic Racing, all that stuff.
He said
like,
Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, I rock with it all, bro.
Oh, man.
Like, I have everything. Like you don't understand. Like from vet treks all the way to now, I got it all.
Jesus.
I'm different.
I ain't
B.
never seen no one act like that before.
Yeah, I'm different. Son.
Oh,
Let's go,
man.
B.
All right, so we're going to have a triathlon, right? We're going to start off in a fighting game.
Yep.
Then we're going to go over to a racing game.
Yeah.
And we're going to have our resident zombie killer, you feel me?
Yeah.
Outlast you in the whatever zombie shooting game.
We
you
could
feel
do
me?
that. We could do that.
Uh,
And if
I'm
you
so
want,
excited.
we could have like a randomizer where it's like we have different like like 20, 30 games on something and hit a randomizer, whatever game pop up, that's what you play. So even if you play it or not, that's what we gonna play.
That sounds like a YouTube video to me.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Randomizer, you know what I'm saying?
I'm down.
So I'm down for whatever.
I ain't
Come
never.
on,
You know what I'm saying?
What it go? Hot 97 every day. That's my word.
No, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? LAN party. You know what I mean?
You understand? You understand?
Notice how LAN party starts with an L, right? Yeah. Yeah.
What happened to positivity? We on that. We on that positivity.
It went out the window.
Oh yeah,
Competition starts, it's out the window.
When we competing, you know what I'm saying? It's
LAN
all
party starts
love.
with an L.
You taking them L's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word up.
Listen, man.
Let's get it.
Listen, you watch Game of Thrones?
You know what? I honestly saw like one episode before. I haven't been on Game of Thrones like that. I want to. But all right, so I'm gonna tell you right now, like when it comes to like TV shows, I'm like a fiend for The Office. I live off The Office. Yo, let me tell you something right now. I had John Krasinski on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I had John. Yeah. Jim Halpert, I had him on the show, bro. And I told him like, yo, we should do a VR game of The Office where you could walk around and actually be in the office and do stuff. And he was like, yo, he loved it and everything like that.
You in the background the whole time?
I got access. Yeah, I got access to all of that. But yeah. Shout out to Jim Halpert, John Krasinski.
That's my guy. Because like you don't understand. You done came to the kingdom of Jiggerfell, and you don't want this smoke. We gonna smoke you.
And what?
And whatever you in your randomizer, get your randomizer.
Oh
ready.
please, man, come on.
Get your randomizer. Don't matter.
You don't want it, son. You don't want it, man. Put it like this: if you really, really, really want to keep it gangster, if you really want to do this, so the triathlon, right? We can do that. But I would love to do it live in front of an audience. So right now, right? Either in Times Square where Spray Ground is at, or at 368 Gaming with my man Casey Neistat and Will Smith got their spot. We can actually do an event, like a LAN party event. And I can have the arcades, and then we can have like the console game, all that other stuff, and really set up the rules and everything and make an event out of it, have people come watch it, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And we got like prizes on the line and everything. Matter of fact, what we could do is like if I win, you know what I'm saying, I could host. I could host LAN party for a day or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we gonna do. We just gonna give them the keys to the boat.
You know what I'm saying? We could do something real cool that'll be entertaining for the fans.
If that listen. I feel you. If you want to get smoked in front of all your fans,
right? Like, I'm just, you want to bring everybody up to the spot.
Oh,
y'all think y'all the only people that got like a team? Like,
no. Yo, bring your army, man. Bring your army.
I got the squad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, I really got a team. So I was like,
it's like we sleeping giants. It's like we just on an up and up, low keyboard. Like we put in work.
Okay,
we put in work.
We gonna see then. I'm telling you right now.
You saw me play Smash Brothers for a total of 30 seconds because that's how fast that match was.
That's good. That's cool. That's cute. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? That's real cute. You know, make sure your glasses and your prescription is right. I want no excuses. Make sure you good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you feel good about yourself when you wake up that morning.
Yo, I'm telling you, we gonna win it. We keeping the chain for like a week.
You know what I'm saying?
We gonna win and keep the chain for a week.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying?
There's three of us. We each get it for 2 days.
I swear to God.
Each get it for 2 days.
Yo, I don't even know him, but we gonna hit up DJ Academics. He'll get the chain for the 7th day just cause.
Now you gotta hit up somebody that got like, you know, that actually knows about hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Academics don't know hip hop. He don't know hip hop.
Check it out, man.
What is he? He don't know hip.
Who does he say?
And the reason why I say academics don't know hip hop, this ain't like I don't like him type of thing. Nah, it's nothing like that.
Yeah,
like, you know, if I meet him in person, I'm giving him a big hug. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I am. Like, this ain't no personal stuff to like, ain't nothing like that.
How you feel.
I'm just saying, I just don't feel like he knows a lot about hip hop. The reason why I feel like he don't know a lot about hip hop, because it seems like every time something's popular, he's gonna jump on it because it's popular. But when it comes to actual real like skills and real like lyricism and stuff like that, like I give you an example, right? I think recently, shout out to my man Wayno that's on the show. Like, that's my dude. That's someone when I was in the mailroom, he was interning at the same spot. That's how I know Wayno, because I was in the mailroom.
Don't bring him this triathlon either. Cause we'll smoke him right back to Complex.
Oh, well,
Let
he
him
can speak
know
for himself. You know what I'm saying? He got to speak for himself. But
we'll tag him in this clip.
what I'm saying is like with academics. Recently, I think this was recent, but he was talking about the song that it was Drake, Kanye, what's that song? I think it's a song called Forever, where it was Eminem, Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne. It was a joint for LeBron James, joint and stuff like that, right? And like I forgot what order he said who was the best or whatever, but I think he had like Eminem last or something like that. And I'm like, you don't know hip hop if you have Eminem last in anything. Period. Eminem to me is one of the best lyricists that ever was like born. Period to me. And like I said, like a lot of times people just go with what's cool and what's popular, but like where's the actual skill set? Take away the music, take away the popularity, take away the marketing dollars, like take away all of that. Just put somebody in a room and spit and see what your skill set is. This is what hip hop is. Like your talent. These dudes ain't ready for no Eminem. All right, so when you say that, that's why I said you don't know what hip hop is.
Touching back on hip hop, right?
Right.
Bubblegum. Hey, hit me with three rappers. You put them in the room.
And I want to go with some mainstream stuff, but I feel like I'll be proving his point. So I
respect the honesty.
Drake, but let me stop. I love Drake, but I know
Drake is dope.
I
rock with Drake
my
too.
head, of course, not Conway. Of course, Kendrick.
Yep. Thank you.
I wanna say Logic.
Logic.
Okay.
Logic is nice. Let's go.
One
this.
last person.
Got this young Padawan.
I'm trying to think of someone who's really good
Negro what?
and famous. And really good and not just famous. That I really, really like.
After you go, I'm a watch.
Hold on, I gotta hit his.
Okay.
I gotta hit.
Why me?
I
got an easy 3, and I got billions, but I got easy 3. I can just tell you right now. But go ahead.
I know he's not that highly favored right now in the community, but I have a lot of love and respect for Kanye West.
Okay.
So,
I know from a lyrical standpoint, Kanye is.
Before 808s and Heartbreaks.
Old Kanye.
Why you drag me into this? Nah, he put me in this on purpose because I don't listen to hip hop that much. So you want to see what the fuck's in my
I didn't do that.
That's exactly why. All right, fuck you. All right. You already know I'm gonna put my boy Drake.
Okay.
OVO.
Hey.
Yeah, Drake. Yes,
Drake is dope, man.
All right, Drake is dope.
See, my thing is, it's all about capability.
Why would you say Drake is dope if the whole idea is that he has a team behind him, a ghostwriter, and that's not bad. I love Drake. I love Drake.
No, Drake.
But he has a production.
I said Drake is dope, but he's not somebody I'm gonna put in the room and. You didn't say Drake for your answer. You said you like Drake, but you said Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saysaying? You said Kanye, Kendrick, and Logic.
Yes.
So if you would have said Drake, I would have been like, you bugging. Because if you ain't writing your own stuff, then you disqualified.
Yeah.
Ooh, what you trying to do? All right, I don't listen to much hip hop, so I'm gonna put Drake. It sounds nice.
Cool.
It sounds
no. See, Drake knows how to execute and deliver.
Yes.
That plays a role too, and skill set. So Drake is dope. I love Drake. Like I'm for real. Like he's like really, really nice. But in terms of what we're talking about now, he's not qualified for that. Yeah.
All right, so let me pick something else because he made me feel like shit.
You feel like shit.
But listen, you understand.
Like
I'm speaking
shit.
from a standpoint, like I do this. I'm an artist as well. So I'm not just speaking from only a fan standpoint.
This ain't his name. Hip Hop Gamers. Like, it's not fair.
You do it all.
He do it all.
This is what I do for
him. All right, Schoolboy Q is good. I remember listening to his
I like
album.
Schoolboy Q.
You took mine, you bastard.
I did? I'm so sorry.
But there's so many people better than him. Look at it.
Yeah.
If you
J. Cole was pretty good for
lyrical
me.
skill, there's so many people that's better than him.
Oh, good.
Q, J. Cole.
Oh, that's what I should have said. Yeah.
Cole,
There you go, J. Cole.
You gotta go star.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I should have said.
I think.
There you go.
yeah,
That was
listen
3
to-
already.
Yeah, you said Drake.
No, I had to swap out Drake. Because you made me
You
feel
can swap
bad.
people out, because then I'm swapping out Kanye for J. Cole if we doing that.
All your answers was valid, son. You can't do that.
Go ahead.
The Drake wasn't valid, apparently. So I'm trying to think. Who's one last person I listened to? I think I only got two. I can hold you.
Okay.
All right, so for me, right now,
I mean, he on everybody's shit list right now, but ASAP Rocky.
you motherfucker.
As a lyric.
Really?
Don't do that.
No.
He's pretty good. I think he's pretty good.
See, this is why.
Yo, we on the
hold
same
on.
frequency
This is
right
why
now.
I love me. This is why I love me like so much. For him to say what when it comes to ASAP Rocky, it lets me know that on a scale of 1 through 10, when it comes to hip hop and like lyrical ability, your standards is like sitting at a 2. Your standards is sitting at a 2.
No, but the way me and him at the same time was like,
yeah,
what?
No.
I'ma prove my point.
Game, right? As of recently, Rocky, but when he first came
I ain't
out,
trying to hear nothing.
when he first came out,
No, I like ASAP Rocky in terms of as an artist.
Yeah.
I like as an artist. See, y'all keep getting the artists like mixed up in the
Don't
songs.
put me and y'all.
You keep getting things mixed up between artists and just straight up lyrical skill. Like it's
Lyrical
the difference
genius.
between that.
all right, so me and my list, right?
Yeah.
I would have said Rocky, but Meek is on my list. I don't give a fuck.
Who?
Meek Mills.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
yeah.
When he was taking them L's with Drake, I was taking them L's with him.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, he took an LL. Like it was an extra L.
Listen, I took it
that
with
was
him.
an extra large L because
You didn't take it with him, but
Yes,
we get it.
Trust I got you. I did. I got made fun of. They said, "Yo, you still rocking with me?" Yup. I can't front. My son, Felicia the GOAT. You already know who it is. Childish, not Childish. Only Childish also. Tyler the Creator.
Tyler Creator. Oh, he can rap. He be playing around and stuff.
Yeah,
but
but
he actually rap. He has skill.
when he not dicking around,
Yeah, he got skill. He can
got
rap.
skill.
But there's so many people that's better than him. So I'm gonna just give you a quick 3.
All right, let's go.
Eminem,
All right.
obviously.
Yeah.
Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son, and who should I do? Like, who should I give you? Man,
Was
I'm
it
trying to
Gilly?
not give you because I was going to
You got hit us like Gilly the Kid.
Yeah, of
I was originally
course.
gonna say Kendrick as well, but I'll give you okay. So this is how we do it. I'll give you Eminem, Fred the Godson, and Chris Rivers. But just the stunt real quick. We could go Joel Ortiz. We could go
Nice.
Murder Mook. We can go Snow the Product. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, Snow the Product, to me, she's like the female Eminem. She don't get the props she deserve, but I would take Snow the Product, put her in a room with any artist. Any
Got money
artist,
on her.
and she will hold her own. To prove my point, she did songs with what's the name? Slaughterhouse, with Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye, and all of them. She's on songs with them, holding her own, and at times just straight up better. Snow the Product. See, and this is what I'm talking. I'm talking about lyrical ability. And when I talk about lyrical ability, I'm talking about breath control. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like metaphors, punchline. I'm talking about everything. People don't have these conversations. That's why I said what I said when it came to academics. They don't have these conversations to really, really break down what it is. Black Thought from the Roots. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is I'm talking about real lyrical ability.
So how do you feel like what's his name? Joyner Lucas?
Oh, lyrical ability. Jordan.
Yeah.
Yo, the song that he got with Eminem. What? You
Yeah.
kidding me? Son, yo.
The glee in his eyes just now. He was too happy.
Yo, son, you gotta understand, son. Eminem is on a, like, this dude said, like, this, and this is like way back. Like, he was like, windows tinted on my ride when I drive in it. So when I rob a bank, run out and just dive in it. So I'll be disguised in it. And if anybody identifies the guy in it, I'll hide for 5 minutes. Come back, shoot the eyewitness, fire at the private eye, hire the prior of my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, the wordplay is ridiculous. He said, one time he said this just to get on Puffy's nerve, and this is old too, but he was like, so I just throw up a middle finger and let it linger longer than the rumor that I was sticking it to Christina. Cause if I ever stuck it to any singer in showbiz, it'd be Jennifer Lopez. And Puffy, you know this. Sorry, Puff, but I don't give a uck. If this chick was my own mother, I'd still uck her with no rubber and come inside her and have a son and a new brother at the same time and just say that it ain't mine. What's my name? Come on. Nobody even think like that. You understand what I'm saying?
The passion.
This dude is serious. You know what I'm saying?
The
I'm telling you. Like when it comes to lyrics and bars, delivery, all the other stuff, it's crazy. And there's no song on the market, period, that can mess with Rap God. You know what I'm saying? Rap God. That song is 6 minutes of assassination anybody in the world, like Rap God. And then what's so funny, I ain't even have to mention Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and the traditionals. Like, come on, man.
In a conversation like that, you always try to stay away from them and kind of.
I like Biggie. I like Tupac.
Yeah, no, I'm about this because I do this. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So I know what it takes. Like, so when people talk about certain things, it's like when you're watching basketball. When Shaq and Kenny Smith talk about basketball, I listen to them more because they legends. Like this is what they do. They went through it. So their insight is completely different from somebody that's just a fan of basketball, just talk, but they smoke all day and never even been on the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't listen to you. You understand? So it's like, it's just different with me. And my name is hip hop. Like my passion's on a whole nother level. KRS-One, Immortal Technique, I could go on. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I want to take it back a bit for the people at home who might not know much about you. You said you're one of the only people who brought together Hot 97 and Logitech. Can you tell us a bit more about that? About like what you do? About?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I wear many hats, but the main thing is I'm a gaming journalist. You know, I break stories. I do interviews with all the game developers and stuff like that. But I'm also a content creator, so I create a lot of shows. So I have a show on Hot 97 that I do every week called We Got Game. But I also stream every day on Hot 97 and Logitech G as well. So I have that content. I have a new podcast called the One Love Podcast that I have with my man Tavon Skinner from Craft Keepers, and that's like literally a podcast designed to leave you with a positive, inspirational message, no matter what we talk about and discuss. So it's very controversial because people got to stop being afraid of the truth, because if you have a fear of the truth, then you will never see how great you can really be. And I'm very optimistic, and I'm all about empathy. So my thing is, I want to see the best for everyone, not just me. I want to see the best for everyone. And that's what I would love for others to see as well. See everybody else shine and grow too. It doesn't take anything away from you when somebody else does good. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Also, just in terms of entertainment, I done had everybody on the show, from Tyler Perry to Kevin Hart to Scarlett Johansson to Angela Bassett, Morgan Freeman, you name them. So when it comes to actors and you know, sports and everything, I bring them all to the show as well with the content I create. Also, I'm a character in video games, so you could choose me in NBA 2K Playgrounds 1 and 2. I'm a character in Watch Dogs 2 as well. If you go to City Hall in Watch Dogs 2 in San Francisco, you'll see a person with a number 5 jersey on and white pants with the belt and everything like that, and people crowding around them, dancing and everything. That's me. That's my character in the game. And then also I make music for the game. So I did the theme song for Watch Dogs 2. I did a theme song for Twisted Metal when that came out years ago. I got a new song that I'm doing for Dying Light 2 right now, and Watch Dogs Legion that's coming out next year. So I got songs for that already written, ready to go. So yeah, like I do it all. I do a lot.
What was it like being a character for Watch Dogs 2? Was that all them, or did you have to go into the studio and like?
Oh, so what?
Room
yeah,
or...
so I'm an NPC, so I'm a non-playable character. So what happened is, I love the game so much, and I did the song for the game. So after I did the song, they loved the song so much that they was like, "Yo, we should just make you a character, you know, like in the game and stuff like that." And so the way it is, when there's an app in the Watch Dogs game where it's called Song Sneak, and it allows you to discover music that's not like already in the game. Like, I mean, it's already in the game, but it allows you to discover it so you can use it whenever you want in the game. So when you come across my character, you hear the song, and then you pull up your app, and then that song gets downloaded into your game. So now when you driving or doing anything, you can listen to the song. So they made a game out of finding my song, like in the game. So that was cool. Yep.
I want to be a character in the game. The character I'm in is fucking Dungeons and Dragons. That's the only character I got. And golly.
You talked a lot about games and music.
Yes.
So can you give us, you said a lot of things, but can you give us your top 3 favorite songs Your top 3 favorite games.
Ooh, top 3 favorite songs, just like favorite songs in hip hop. Period.
Yes, in hip hop.
All right, so this is always hard, but one of them is "Dear Mama" from Tupac, "Lose Yourself" from Eminem, and "Juicy" from Biggie. And the reason why those are like I would say like my top 3, and there's so many other songs that I love, obviously, but the reason why I say those top 3 is because when I look at hip hop, I think about if hip hop was a person, if hip hop was a walking person, you know what I'm saying? What would he or she say? So I feel like when you think about Biggie's "Juicy," the way it starts off, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. When you think about the way he started it, it was all a dream. That's something that a lot of people forget to do. You know, have dreams. And in order to make it to where you see hip hop is today, you know, it came with a dream. So I feel like that song and that opening sets the tone for what hip hop has become.
Yeah.
That's one. Then Tupac, "Dear Mama," I feel like Tupac himself is the heartbeat of hip hop because Pac was a poet, lyrical and everything, but more so, I felt him. Like he could say anything. He say, "I went across the street," and I will feel it like no other song. Like because his passion is so deep that he could say anything and make you do something. Like you know what I mean? And that level of leadership with his voice and passion, and that song "Dear Mama," you know, we all come from mama. You know what I'm saying? We all come from our mothers. So I feel like that song is one of the births of hip hop in terms of the passion. And then Eminem, "Lose Yourself." The reason why I feel like that's so important is because if you ain't willing to give, this is another theory that I have, but 99% is not enough. If you on PlayStation and you about to download a game and it says 99%, no, you can't play this whole game. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't 100%. So if we supposed to be friends and we supposed to be looking out for one another, I can't look out for you 99%. If it ain't 100, it ain't gonna work, period. And that's the problem. People want to lower their standards because most people ain't gonna be 100 with you. So my thing is, if you ain't 100, it ain't gonna work. 99% is not enough. So I feel like "Lose Yourself," Eminem embodies that you got to give it your all or it's not going to work. That's why at the end of 8 Mile, the way he broke it down was so powerful because he took away all the ammo that someone could use against him, and everything that people deemed as a negative, he used as a positive. That's why I said what I said earlier about God allowing you to have power in a situation when negativity comes your way. So hip hop, "Lose Yourself" is the version of that feeling of having power in a situation. So those would be my top 3 songs because that's what it represents. Now, the top 3 games, I would say Super Mario Brothers, Nintendo 8-bit, God of War, and the next one I would probably say, is Call of Duty. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Which one?
No, I'm just talking about the franchise, like itself, just Call of Duty. Yeah, the franchise as a whole. Like same thing with God of War, Call of Duty, and Mario. I'm gonna tell you why those be my top 3 games. Mario, for me personally, was the game that made me a gamer. So, and it signifies the family and the family and the fun and the friend and the love that Nintendo promotes when it comes to that character and that brand. Because I feel like that's what gaming is all about, regardless of what people try to narrate it as. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that. God of War is because we all go through pain. And I've never seen a character designed with such a painful story where, you know, you give your soul to the devil, you know, to Ares. And when you give your soul to Ares, he makes you kill your own family. And you got to wear the ashes of your family as your skin. So no matter what you do, when you look at your skin, like, another reason why that relates is because this black skin that we have is considered dangerous, you know, in society. So when you think about Kratos, he killed his family and now he has to wear this and he's the god of war and he's looked at as dangerous. So I could really relate to the skin part of how the outside looks at you. You know what I mean? So that's why Kratos and God of War was such a powerful game for me. Call of Duty, the reason why that one is a couple of reasons, because it deals with work. And when you on the front lines, you Call of Duty, and you relate that to your life, if you don't answer the Call of Duty, you're never going to get a chance to achieve the dreams that you say you so-called want. So to me, these are my top 3 games because I love to play them, but also the metaphor behind the reason why they exist. And the last thing I'll say about Call of Duty is it was groundbreaking because in 2007, when Call of Duty 4 came out, that moment is the moment that transcended from gaming being considered this niche underground thing, although it was always the biggest thing. But mainstream media, once Call of Duty hit that 100 million mark, and it was like out of this world, and online gaming on console went to a whole new level and everything like that. It was a paradigm shift on the impact gaming culture overall has had. So I would definitely say those are the top 3: Call of Duty, God of War, and Mario.
Player 1. What's your top 3?
My top 3
Look at me.
games.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
I don't know why you looking at me like you really wanted it. I'm telling you.
You really have to
Yo, you
make sure
lucky
you.
I ain't bring my Switch with me. For real.
I have to
son.
make
I
sure
would have
you knew.
we would have just settled it right here. You know
I didn't bring mine either.
what I'm saying? I had a lovely
Right.
Melanie, film it. You know what I'm saying?
And she's a great cinematographer, yeah.
She is a great cinematographer.
For real? You're cinematographer?
Yeah.
We just don't be modest.
In the moment, if you need someone on the spot to do it, I take bomb ass pictures and bomb ass.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, you only get the bomb when you're looking at a bomb ass female like that. So boom, there we go. Let's get it poppin'. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Who would be? Sheesh. It's not Mario Party. I hate that.
You hate Mario Party?
I despise.
Oh, come on, B.
It's yeah, I think it's a joke. I won't play that game. So my top 3 would be Smash Brothers. It was Kingdom Hearts until I played 3.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Nah, it's out the window now. Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash. I'm sorry.
Now, it's so easy to say something is trash.
I feel you, but did you play Kingdom Hearts 3?
Really?
So
I played Kingdom Hearts 3.
How do you not feel heartbroken?
Gamer.
I ain't ended yet.
So end it and then come back. You go like, yeah, you gonna text me, yeah, you was right.
Nah, because I have a whole different outlook on how I look at games as opposed to other people. See, the thing is like when I play games and the way I look at it is completely different. Because like a lot of times, for perfect example, right? So why do you say, in your opinion, without spoiling everything, but what makes Kingdom Hearts trash? Because you gotta understand, trash is a strong word.
Yeah.
So
because garbage, like garbage and trash.
Now, what makes it garbage? What makes it trash?
No, you see, here's the difference. The reason why it's trash because trash can. It can get better. It can do better. Garbage is just a failure. The reason why Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash was because the cohesiveness of the story fell apart from the beginning of that game. And then on top of that, you've had all these worlds. There's few worlds with big, expansive. You could have did so much more in these worlds. You could have did so much more. Wait, you played how far did you get in the game? Okay, so perfect example. How big has every world you played so far are expansive, are they not?
Yeah.
Right. And the story itself was so little and it was just
Linear?
not only that it was linear, it was just a fragment of the world itself. And then when you explored the world, there was no payback. You didn't get much back from it, exploring it as much as you did, being as big as it was. With all of that, you could have made the world a lot more smaller, gave us more worlds, and Cars is Disney. Cars is Disney. It's out of the way. It's so left field. But if you'd have made Sora a car, you'd have made Goofy something like Mater. That'd have been an extra world, right? There's so much more. We could have revisited Mulan. We could have came back to Lion King. We could have a proper Little Mermaid. There was so much more you could have did, and you copped out. You cheaped out on us. You cheaped out on us, and then all the extra stuff that we could have wanted, you're making us pay for as DLC. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. I waited 13 years for this. I've waited 13 years.
Just like I said.
Okay,
So the
he
reason why
didn't
he's
hear.
calling it trash is not so much of the game itself. It's either extra things that he wanted or the fact that he brought up DLC and all this other stuff and money and all this other stuff. It's more of your personal feel of how you feel about the game as opposed to the game itself. I'll give you an example of what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bloodborne, Dark Souls, those types of games, I can't stand those games. I don't like them, period. But I know why they're great, though. Like, I know why those games is great.
They're good.
But I don't like them. So my thing is, most people, if they don't like it, they'll give it a bad score because that's how they feel. But you got to know the difference between what you feel and what's actually there. So my thing is, when I look at Kingdom Hearts, graphically, game is fire. Fire. And if you reviewing a game and you like going down the list of all the like categories on how you review a game, that's why I'm asking you if it's trash. So graphics, amazing, right? The gameplay, fire. Like the gameplay is fire.
Similar
The sound design is dope as well. Like, so there's a lot of great things about this game. To me, based on what you said, the only thing that you didn't like about the game is the way they executed the story. That's the way it seems to me, and the exploration of the game. Now, let me tell you something. Like Kingdom Hearts, this isn't like a open world game like Witcher and Grand Theft Auto. Those aren't those games. See, the problem is you'll play something, right? And you'll want more out of it, but you can't grade it based on what more you want. You got to grade it based on what's actually there. And what's actually there, it looks great. There's no the frame rate ain't bad because you can switch it between the favoring resolution or favoring frame rate, or however you want to do it. So everything in there is intact. Now, if you ain't feeling the story, then let's say you gave the story like a 5 out of 10, but everything else is high. It doesn't make it a trash game.
Okay.
The story could have been better in your opinion. You understand what I'm saying? The story could have been better in your opinion, but just because the story wasn't what you wanted, it doesn't make it a trash
Give us your third game.
Huh?
Give us your third
Nah,
game.
I want to hear this. Let's do it.
no,
I'm sorry.
no,
No.
Give us your third game, then argue about it.
Y'all voted.
Finish the thought.
Yeah. But do you understand what I'm saying?
All right.
Because
Super Smash
that's
Brothers.
like saying, you know what it's like? That's
Pokemon and Zelda. Back to this.
okay.
Pokemon, Zelda.
And
Back
don't
to this.
don't lose your thought. But here's what I'm saying. Let's say you have an album, right? And the album got 12 songs on it. Now, out of those 12 songs, like, let's say 10 of them was fire, you really liked. But then there was a song on there that, like, when it started out, you thought it was going to be a jam, but then it just fall off and it's horrible. So then the whole album is trash because this one song rubbed you the wrong way? Like, really?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, right? So,
Okay.
So let's play it. Let's go about it like that, right? So we've mentioned the gameplay was fuego.
Yeah,
Like, that's
graphics,
one of the
gameplay, sound, fun factor, all of that.
No, all right. The fun factor wasn't there. And
How was the fun factor wasn't there?
are you serious?
How was it not? Yo, are you serious? First off, like the fun to me, like the fun factor in the game.
Yeah.
I love going to the worlds, just seeing it, the scope of it. Like that's fun for me because I get a chance to relive all my like memories as a kid and looking at Disney. So I love that they did that. When I went to Toy Story, that moment was crazy looking at that.
But you see what you're saying? That moment, the only good take from the Toy Story universe was the alley-oop they made to the Toy Story universe overall when they said, oh, why can't those toys move? Because they don't believe it yet. That was just that was like that was literally the best thing about the Toy Story universe, because it showed you as if when you're a toy in that universe, you just have to believe. And from there, you would just go to consciousness and you can start moving around. That's cool about Toy Story. Regardless of that shit was confusing for no reason. You gave me too many things and not even too many things. It was so scarce. It's like, all right, you're in this corner of the room, right? And they want you to go to this corner room for a simple cutscene, not to go fight nothing, it's like, just go over there and look at that. Go over there and look at that and then come back over here. Then go back over there again, then come back here and just go back in this room in the attic. and come back down and that back and that.
It was a
room.
lot of
There was a lot of back and forth.
Could have cut down.
It was very tedious for a game that has such an expansive world, but you limited me to 2 corners of your such expansive world. And then when I did explore this expansive world, there was no reward for it. There was compared to all their previous bodies of work, right? The worlds were smaller. The story was a lot more interactive. On top of it being more interactive, they dwelled more in said Disney universes and said Disney worlds. The Toy Story world was a good nod because it expanded not only in their game universe, but the Toy Story universe as a whole. Monsters Inc.,
yo.
Fuego.
Now, here's another thing that you're proving my point. So the thing is, to me, you said the game is trash, but you're telling me that there's parts in the game that's fuego, and then you agree with me that the graphics and the sound and the gameplay is high.
I could be real about that.
So my point is, the game is not trash. It's just not as good as the other ones. Exactly. So my point is, we've got so accustomed in a culture that we just so quick to just say everything is just trash, when in reality that it's not trash. You gotta understand the difference.
Isn't the story like the meat and potatoes of a game? Like, let's say you have a burger and like the bread is good, the lettuce is crisp, the tomato is juicy, but the actual patty is like terrible.
It's doo-doo.
Yeah, you're not gonna be like, well, the bread was pretty solid and the mayo had a nice creamy texture. You're gonna be like, this burger was trash. Like, cause the ground beef, that's what we want.
Here's what I would say to that, because at the end of the day, it all falls down to personal taste. Like Metal Gear Solid 4 got a 10, but so many people would take other games that have long load times and take a point off of those load times because it takes you out of the game. Metal Gear Solid 4 had 15-minute load times.
I remember.
And it got a 10. So my point is, be consistent with the way you review or look at things. Now, to your point with the burger and everything like that. So here's what I would say, right? Now, if you look at the story, now, a lot of times people will say that the story is the meat and potatoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gameplay is always the meat and potatoes. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not going to know or care about a story if you're not willing to play through it. Period.
You're right.
Gameplay comes first in terms of once a consumer buys something, but graphics come first before you even get a chance to touch the game. Because if there's no attraction to make you even want to play, you're never going to understand anything about a story or whatever. So first and foremost, let's break it down like this, right? Final Fantasy VII. And this is going to relate to Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, right? So, especially back in those days in 97 and stuff, when they showed the graphics, it was the full motion video. It looked like a movie back then, like the way they did it. Looked great. When you play the game, it was turn-based. The gameplay was great. So the story, it took a while to, get into because you got to read a lot. But overall, everything was amazing. Now, even if the story wasn't good, because I played a lot of games where the story wasn't that good, but I enjoyed playing the game. And as long as I'm having fun and enjoying playing a game, that is the pure reason why I play games, to have fun. Everything else is just icing on the cake. I'm just saying, because think about it. Would a story matter to you if it wasn't fun to play or if it didn't play right? It wouldn't matter because you wouldn't even get that far in the story because you don't want to play it.
You're bored. You're over it.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is,
I was bored and over Kingdom Hearts 3 though.
What's that in?
I got over it.
But why did you get over it?
The
Is it because
gameplay
the
was
story?
solid. But like with Kingdom Hearts is different because like you got 1, 2, all the bullshit in between, and then we finally get
But my point is, he said that the gameplay was solid in Kingdom Hearts, and he played it. My point is,
I played it so it could progress the story.
Exactly.
And the story ended up being ass.
Okay, but the point is, if you didn't enjoy the story, fine, that's cool. But the thing is, you wouldn't even know the story if the game was horrible. So you got to understand the process of priority here.
Okay.
The process of priority. So for you to say the game is trash, no, the story Let's say you thought the story was trash.
It was, it was.
But when you say the game,
booty.
you understand. When you say a game is trash, that
Game is
means
more than a story.
That means that exactly, it's more than just a story.
Who signed
that
you
have
once?
to talk about.
We on the same energy, bro.
But you understand what I'm talking about? Like,
Set triple.
that's like, it's like, let's say you.
The story is one component.
Yeah, you can't say something.
But you know what the problem was with that?
And that's
Square Enix's whole purpose of they sold us.
Yeah,
Their selling point was the story.
Conclude the story. The story. Bring the story to an end. The story's not ending, bro.
But you understand.
God,
you
The
it's
understand.
story's not ending.
But you understand.
There's gonna be more.
But you understand. But the point I'm trying to say is
Spoilers. I'm
the
sorry.
The
man.
point I'm trying to say is this: Kingdom Hearts is called Kingdom Hearts 3, not Kingdom Hearts 1. So yeah, it's going to be a focus on the story because it's the third part of the game. So from a business standpoint, marketing, yeah, like the story is going to play a role in how you sell a game. I get it. Now, if you didn't like the game, that's cool. But my point is, if I'm playing a game and I'm enjoying it, even if I didn't like the story, I will tell you this. I love looking at how the characters look in the Toy Story world in comparison to how they look in a Pirates of the Caribbean world. That right there is amazing because now I'm excited to see every world to see what they're going to make the characters look like. You know what I'm saying? That's an excitement for me because I don't know what they're going to be like.
But don't front. When I said that Cars idea, you thought about like, yeah, that would have been fire.
Yo, there's a lot of
Cars would've been
bro,
cool, yeah.
That would have been fire.
There's a lot of things that I would like love to add to a game or whatever. But I'm not grading you on what I want it to be. I'm grading you for what it is.
All
And when you say something is trash, you can't play this, right? If I let's say your sneakers just say you got a nice outfit, but your sneakers is off. So it's like your outfit ain't trash, just your sneakers, but your jeans and is you can't say something. You can't say Kingdom Hearts is trash because it's not.
So then
You gotta say
so
Kingdom
what
Hearts.
you're saying, right?
I love the game, but the story fell off.
right.
That would be a more accurate.
So to what you're saying?
I'm a journalist, so you gotta be careful with your words.
Nah, he's right because that's how I feel about Assassin's Creed. Like I still love Assassin's Creed, but like yo, Unity was booty.
was
The story was booty. Gameplay was booty.
It was booty.
You know, shit like that. Like I'll pick it
Kingdom
apart.
Hearts
Like the
3
story was
Exactly.
ass.
You gotta break it down.
Booty
Gameplay
with
was
a
ass.
capital B. The
But-
story was booty with a capital B.
Yo,
Yeah,
Kingdom
like
Hearts
see
3
to
still
me, if
trash.
you want to talk about a game that's trash, like E.T. from Atari 2600,
Superman 64.
Superman 64. Those games are trash.
Booty.
There's nothing about it that's good. Like nothing. Like absolute graphics, gameplay, sound, fun
Nothing
fact,
good
everything is
about it.
buggy.
Nothing good.
Nothing good. That's when you got a
good.
game that's trash. So my
Booty
thing
all
is,
around.
people throw around that word so easy. Put like this: trash and love is very similar because people throw around the word love just like they throw around the word trash, not even knowing what trash really is and not really knowing what love really is.
On that note,
Tell me I'm lying. You bugging. I want somebody to challenge
that
me.
note,
Come on, man. I do this, man. I'm a debater for real. I do this, man.
I like this. Yeah,
we
you
gotta-
gotta come back. Yeah,
Yeah,
now
thanks,
some more
man. I
games we gotta talk
appreciate
about you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, some more games we want to talk about you, with,
Definitely.
man.
But you understand what I mean, right? I'm very, see, the thing is, when you debate somebody or you're talking, I'm not the average type of guest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you have them, then you got Hip Hop Gamer. It's a different situation when I'm around, bro. Because my passion level, the source of my passion comes from my grandma. I'm different. You're never gonna find nobody else like me. Period.
all right. So Nick, our final question is: where will we be seeing you next? What's coming up for you?
Oh, the next thing that I got coming up, in the Bronx, August 24th. Y'all welcome to come too if y'all can make it. But August 24th, I actually got Bandai Namco flying out. They're gonna be in the Bronx. August 24th, 11 to 3 p.m. I'm having my gaming and guidance assembly event at the school out there in the Bronx. So that's where we have a gaming tournament with the kids, and then we have a panel discussion about how to make money in gaming, self-love, bullying, all types of stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my man King. He's 5 years old and he has cancer. And he has like 2 different blood diseases, and like even someone like him got bullied. And that's just, it's like, where are we, as people? You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to highlight all the positive stuff, all the love. And that's one of the big things that I got coming up August 24th. August 20th, though, is Power Season 6. Shout out to 50 Cent and the crew.
Okay.
G-Unit. They got Power Season 6 happening at Madison Square Garden. It's going to be a big event. So definitely support Power. I'm going to be there doing interviews and stuff like
Damn,
that.
can we come to that?
Huh? I'm not sure if I can get all tickets for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Listen, don't let me up in there. I'll tell 50 to spin. You get smoked to Smash Brothers too. I'm talking to everybody.
50 gonna be like, what? You owe me money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap. So, but yeah, so I got that coming up, and then I have what's the name? Leo Rush, the wrestler on WWE.
Wrestler, yeah.
I have him coming to the show. I think August 21st. So just working, man. Just got a lot of stuff going on. So just keep up with me. Just Google me, Hip Hop Gamer. You'll find everything. Just Google me, and we get it popping like that.
All right.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming on the show. It was an amazing show.
Thank you so much, for real.
Coming on our little old podcast.
Yeah, you feel me?
We appreciate you.
We used to go spank you out your boots. Don't worry about it. We gonna spank you out your boots.
Let's get it. So thank y'all so much, man. It's an honor to be on the show, and whatever I could do to help, even beyond and outside the show, just connect with me, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
All right. Well, guys, it's Play 1 Crimson.
Play 2 Swag Vest Kid, bruv.
Bubblegum Zombie Hunter, player 3.
Player 4, the one and only hip hop gamer on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Logitech G, L.A.N Party, what up?
And we're
Out.